And we're live. What's up, everybody? I said we were going to be doing this for a while. Thankfully, I had some people that were able to do it. Summer and Raven are here with me. It probably won't be the same people every time since, life happens. But we are going to be reviewing the episodes for Volume 7, hopefully on time. It'll probably be very late because I'm going to be gone along with Crow next weekend at a convention. But I'll get to more of that later. But this weekend, we had the return of RWBY for Volume 7. Is that called? The Greatest Kingdom? That was it called? Greatest Kingdom.
Greatest Kingdom.
All right. Positives. Normally, I'm going to treat this like the movie reviews if anyone has seen them. Normally, we just talk about it for a good while and then get into positives. But like I said, like I was saying to them, these episodes are like 20 minutes long, so I don't have a regular 20 minutes just rant about what I liked about it because I just mentioned the whole entire episode. But basic positives, it looks, holy crap, does their animation look good. Just the neon lights, like that random bit of graffiti that Yang walks by, the contextual stuff in there looks awesome. We'll get to it in a minute. I have art to show for it, but someone came back and I was a blubbering mess of tears. Crow's new voice actor, I like him. He's obviously not trying to be Vic, which I appreciate, but he's trying to be close. And then he'll tweak it more as it goes. This is the first episode there. So, and again, Blank character's dad is awesome. I didn't recognize him right away because he had a hat on, and the only angle you see of him is the bald backside. So, Summer, what were your big positives?
All right. I wrote things.
Go ahead.
Wow, I'm delayed.
So I love Crow's new voice actor. I was excited when it was announced since I already knew who he was. Getting to hear more in depth of what he does with it. I like that he went with his own thing. And I know that can be a thing that voice actors worry about. But I really like what he does. I absolutely love a moment with Weiss. I don't know if we'll get into that just yet, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Other big moment, obviously, the character who came back. And this is more stuff in the background, but a character that's being teased who also popped up in the opening. She's like on an election poster. I'm very excited for that. We
can mention names too. We don't have to be super spoilery. I just figured that we were going to get through. Your name Robin Hill?
Robin Hill, yeah.
Okay.
Spelled ROBYN.
Okay. What? I missed that completely. Was that mentioned somewhere?
It was in the credits and on the poster.
Oh, on the poster. Okay, I saw Hill.
No, wait,
Hill is here. That makes
on that screen talking about the election going on.
Okay, got it.
It had her name there.
Got it.
Because I think she's going to be Robin Hood, and I'm excited for that.
That makes sense. Color scheme and all, but all right.
Raven, your turn.
Oh, my turn? Oh, the opening in general looks amazing because how much more anime-like it is.
Yes.
Just that. Obviously, all of us, we agree, even me, the Crow's new voice actor. Love him. I loved him in all the other shows that I've seen him in. Just that. I'm actually just excited for their designs when they actually finally switch over to the new designs for all the characters.
Speaking of the opening, more people are getting new designs than I thought. Like Crow even has new duds in there. After 20 years. Yeah.
He broke the rule.
It was like even in their their picture from Beacon, for crying out loud, he is wearing that outfit.
No. Ty changed his pants. He's the only one who's changed before Crow.
Okay. He slightly changed his outfit. That's not much.
Good Lord. But yeah, and the thing I was going to go back to that is a very anime opening. It is also a very Power Rangers opening.
Yes. Okay, yes. So Power Rangers.
And I love Power Rangers, so I love it.
Yeah, but the new Grimm, we basically saw speaking of Power Rangers, putty version of the Grimm, the basic one that's going to get taken out, whatever. The fractaling away of how they have a lot more detail. You actually got to see everybody take out a Grimm relatively easily. And we'll get to a possible complaint that did not happen in this episode, but if it happens later on, I will complain about it, speaking on that. But just like the neon signs. A lot of this looked really good in Genlock. We should do some of those effects in RWBY with like how the cityscape looked. I was really happy with that.
Mhm.
But any other positives before we go to the giant positive that I have some contextual stuff for?
I don't want to say
in
it.
general. Just
Okay.
Maria in general.
Yeah.
So it didn't load. There we go. Penny's back. I could not. I cried and cried and cried. I had to pause the freaking video. She looks so good. I'm pretty sure they based it off of Dishwasher's design for her in the 3.0, but
yeah.
Which I wouldn't be surprised since he did help with the Genlock design.
Yes.
He did, yeah.
He was very open with saying that, like, he did design work. I just wasn't thought, like, he obviously wasn't going to say, so guys, I redid the design for Penny. I just expected to be like, hey, I did some design stuff that they may be using, I guess, whatever, that would be spoiler since they're going to Atlas, but she's a freaking Sentai superhero now. Like, she was firing laser beams. She's officially the protector of the city. She Kamehameha dived.
She can fly.
She can fly.
She does little girls. So cute.
She's so wholesome. I got diabetes watching that scene. And her dad is just so proud of her. And like and we forgot to say it. I'll go back to regular view because it's going to be disorienting after all. But like the dad, Pietro, talking about how, and it makes so much sense, that he was the one that made Yang's arm, A, because of his job title, and then B, he goes into detail about his daughter, talking about how cool her friends are. And that immediately is like, no, I'm making Yang an arm. She was one of my daughter's friends there. And like, someone pointed it out to me. If I remember to edit this in, I will. That like, when you first meet Penny, she tackles RWBY, and then the other three are lined up right behind her. They were lined up in the exact same order of when you saw her the first time.
I'd noticed that.
I did notice that. Someone put it up on Tumblr, and they're in the exact same order.
Yep, that's exactly where I noticed it. I was like, huh? Okay.
So I will say, I had a feeling he was her dad right away because of the pink bow on him. I was like, it's like Penny's bow.
No, and then the color of his chair, the color scheme of the chair is the same as Penny's too.
Well, yeah, there was that, but I know it was the bow first.
Yeah, I noticed the color scheme of the chair the second time. I was like, that doesn't match him at all. And then I matched the second time. I'm like, oh, because it's Penny's. It's the whole. That makes sense. I'm a moron. Yeah. And okay, so and then the other thing that we'll get into just because we're basically talking through what happened. Aesop's. Do you guys think that was a semblance, or they're just really freaking fast when time slowed for about 2 seconds?
I think that might have been someone's semblance, especially because of Ren noticing it first, and he's got like a higher sense thing going on with him.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe it was someone's power there.
Captain
we know
Lucky
people
Charms
can
there.
have time related.
I don't think it's Lucky Charms because of how his weapon might be the way they got captured.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
Did that thing basically just look like Ilya's lightning lash whip?
It did a little.
Because I noticed that, and also in the intro, someone just has Magenheld. Like someone has another Nora Hammer, that one darker skinned guy.
Yes, I saw that.
And like they also mentioned that they're going to be showing backstory for Nora. And then I was like, someone has her hammer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything
about that.
I'm just like, come on, guys. You've made individual weapons for everybody. I need to have a purpose behind why 2 people in one episode have the same weapons as established characters. But they looked really cool. Someone posted on Tumblr that it's like, wow, a really cool big grouping of random background characters. It'd be a shame if something happened to them where you never saw them again in the rest of the show. I hope
a lot of them have cool designs, and with RWBY, cool design characters don't always last long.
They don't, and I instantly had a background waifu character alert with that random mohawk, pink hair, twin-tailed looking chick. I was like, oh, that's hitting hard on everything I like really, really quick. But they're meant to be I see that they're going to end up being douches that are totally hi-ho for the Atlas, we toe the line, whatever, but then by the end of it, when whatever happens that shows that crap is not correct, they'll be the first ones to be like, okay, what do you guys need, whatever, because from you saw from the intro trailers, they're basically working for Atlas, diving into places to take them out so they don't get captured or whatever, because they don't have a ton of episodes to go through, so they have to have this get resolved pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do find it interesting. One of the Atlas, whatever's Aesop's, is a faunus, so that's kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, the one with the tail. Was there only one of them that was a faunus?
Yeah, only the one's a faunus. He's like a dog or a wolf, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you didn't get to see the rest of them, so there could be another faunus in there without us knowing.
Well, because they show all 5 of them in the intro.
But you didn't see all physically. Like, I didn't pay attention at first that one had a tail, that she was
Again,
a faunus.
they're all in the intro, though.
Yeah, in the intro, but you didn't see. Oh my god, never mind.
It's
in
okay.
the intro for the show, you.
It's okay. Calm down. You two fought enough and one of you died. It's okay. All right.
And I loved you. So we're good.
But either way, it could be I want to say one of them got enough crap for being a faunus and then dealt with it. But we'll get into predictions. But like as far as actual negatives, and this is what I was mentioning before about how they all had the really cool fight scene. Remember that this fight scene happened, that they're able to do all of this cool stuff. Because I don't want I don't hate it as much as everybody else did, but I don't want later another when they finally fight like actual main rank A level bad guys that they forget that they know how to kick the crap out of anything that comes at them.
Mm-hmm.
And are just keep the fighting at this level no matter what they're fighting. And when they need to lose, you can still make them look good and show they know how to fight. Just have the other person be a lot better than this. That's a preemptive complaint. Yes. Weiss needs to win a one-on-one fight with someone in this show once. She's the biggest glass cannon in this entire show. But like, I don't really have complaints because everything was fine. I wish that maybe the Drunken 88 got shut up by Yang versus Weiss, but it was awesome either way. Those are one of the two I wanted to shut up a random racist. Okay, I take that back. There is one more complaint. They walked down a city street for a good, in their time, let's say 5 minutes, and then sat in a shop for a good another 4 minutes. And someone finally recognized that it was Weiss. You're telling me in the middle of Atlas, it took a good 10 minutes for someone to realize that's Weiss-Schnee. Like, come on.
What about the other drunk guy noticed her too, but it took a while.
And he tripped, so he didn't get it out.
Did he say it was Weiss?
He's like, hey, are you? And he fell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not catch that. All right.
Well, because he turns around and says, hey, wait, that's why. And then he falls.
He fell, yeah.
Oh, okay. I spaced that, but okay. I guess
really
never
quick.
mind. Complaint redacted. But do you guys have any complaints?
I always expect too much from a first episode, especially one that's been going for a show that's been going on a while. So I was expecting a bit more, but it's like I've seen that fight scene in the trailer and the teaser. I've seen so much of that fight scene that it's like I was expecting something more to happen.
Okay, that makes sense. That is very true. The only part we really didn't see was all the Penny stuff, and then we did see them being captured. It looked like it wasn't Atlas personnel, but
yeah, they made it look like it was like maybe Salem's group or something.
Yeah, or just some new random group of gangsters or something like that. But
ooh, they could be the new bad guys.
Yeah, so you need another set of people.
We should keep throwing them in.
No, me and Crow just need more people to shoehorn into the fanfic we're in. Summer, do you have any complaints?
Let me think. More like a little nitpick, though it's improved from like kind of the last time they kind of did this joke. So like last volume when Oscar got his new outfit, there's like that brief moment of him staring at everybody before they jump him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they did it a little better with Penny tackling Ruby, but it's still a little weird when they cut between Ruby and then Penny, and she's like slowly reacting.
Yeah, that is true.
It's just a small nitpick. That's probably like the only negative thing I have to say, though. But it's improved from when they did it with Oscar in last volume.
Yeah, the cuts were a little weird there.
They're just slightly weird.
It's like the only like the cuts with that, like there's a point where I swear she did the tackle already, and then it cuts back to showing her running at her, and then the tackle happens. I was like, I thought you hit her.
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
cut weird.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell what they were going for. They were going for that being like the reaction of the two people. And they were trying to hype it up because it's like, oh, we know exactly what Penny's gonna do.
Oh yeah.
And then with Oscar, it's like, oh, it's Oscar. He's alive. Let's make sure we attack him.
Yeah. Speaking of Penny,
Right.
that was one other small complaint. It is not with Penny, but it was how I wish there would have been a little bit more going on. It was like, all right, Penny goes, and it was funny when she started and she left. She's like, I don't want to wait. This is going to have to wait. That I laughed at really hard.
I did.
But
Yeah.
but then immediately it's like story progression, leaves, and then boom, they're tackled right away and taken off. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
you just wanted to click onto the next storyboard there. I wish it would have been just a teeny bit of a scene, like they break into a shop after they're trying to get some information and then they rush them out. I guess they couldn't have had the whole coming in from whatever, but it felt like there was no breathing room between that scene, but that's being nitpicky again.
Yeah, nitpick.
Yeah.
I was saying, I don't think anybody else has any other complaints, really.
Nope, that was honestly my only
Nope.
complaint.
All right. So, prediction-wise and hopes, I was thinking in my head, and this is going to be just dumb, that I hope that this Robin character, it's going to be Robin Hood for crying out loud. His name's Robin Hill. They would name him Robin Hood if there wasn't a freaking color rule. But that she is actually honest to God good, and there's not just another group of people that are being just dumb. I understand that the group gets a good 2 volumes before they get their morale kicked into a toilet and then just have garbage dumped on it. But I'd like there to be some good in there. There's a big part of me that hopes that somewhere that Crow and Robin know each other in a personal and slightly biblical sense. But that'll be cool. That just caught on now. That took a second, but
I have a new ship.
Exactly. Because he needs something. But
Since Summer's dead.
yeah. But that they show that I really like that they show a camaraderie with Crow having an old friend that isn't dead. Like they showed him literally go through an entire list of people in 5 that went away to like actually have some friends that he came back to. Another positive before we keep going on those predictions, the creation relic behind Monty's name in the intro
The spear.
was awesome.
I love that
was
they
so
put that
good.
there.
Same.
I loved it. But just that James is being dumb. James because he's paranoid. That they actually get some honest to God good help from Winter, which I think they will, is how I think they're going to get into the situation that they're in, helping them, and then either Winter knocks some sense into Ironwood. But that's just genuine stuff. Raven, what do you got for predictions or things you'd like to see?
Summer knows what prediction I want so badly. She knows what
I do.
I need some Team Stark backstory.
Well, you and every other freaking person. Crow is going to murder someone if we don't get Stark backstory.
Also, we need to know what happened with Raven and Ty at the end of was it volume 5?
Yeah.
I'm still wondering, like, are they gonna have a conversation? Is like what's gonna happen? Like they're probably gonna do some sort of cutscene because it's been 2 seasons since you last seen Ty, and that's kind of the pattern they're going. So
yeah.
I'm hoping for more Ty because I need my Bernie Burns.
Yeah, and that's a really weird. Every other cliffhanger they've done, they've generally addressed right away, if not halfway through the volume. And this was the one where you're like, she's going back to Ty. what's
Yeah.
gonna. It's either she went back to Tai, or at this, how it's assuming she used Tai as a portal to get really far away, and then just kept on trucking.
Could have
Which
done
I
that,
can
yeah.
see that second one happening.
But, anyway, anything else?
I just need my Team Stark. Go ahead, Summer.
All right.
So a lot of my predictions are basically from the opening itself, but in terms of what the show was showing us, obviously we're gonna get some more Penny stuff.
Yes.
I kind of think Maria might take a back step this volume, especially since she didn't get taken away with everybody else. I just kind of saw them, got arrested, and turned away and left, which was a little
Yeah.
funny.
That is true.
Or she could
what
be the
the-
key of getting him out.
I mean, yeah, there's also that from her staying back.
If I get a Metal Gear Solid-esque Maria breaking him out of jail,
Yes.
Okay, I want that now. I just want her sneaking around and breaking them all out. Basically, from the opening, though, a lot of what Ty kind of brought up, I kind of do think Robin and Crow know each other just from how they were fighting against.
Tyrion,
Thank you.
you're getting round 2 of that.
Because the way they move with each other, there's just too much coordination for it to be kind of random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Winter will help because in the little scene of her and Weiss looking at each other, Winter's body position and pose makes it very more like, "Hey, I got you,"
And she's
kind of
smiling at her.
and she's
Yeah.
smiling, which you
Versus
hardly
the
ever see
grimace.
this character smile. So
Versus when they did that same thing with Yang and Raven in
Yeah.
5, and they were grimacing at each other.
Mm.
yeah, so it's a good contrast right there. Something I saw someone point out though, the way it opens up showing the characters and the color bands and all that. Because a lot of these characters tend to be paired up in the arcs that are going on. I
Mhm.
think this might focus a little more on Blake and Ruby having some arc together. Yang and Weiss might have a little arc together. Then Nora and Ren obviously will have an arc together since we're getting Nora's backstory. But then they also do Oscar and John together, which I really would see more development between those two because I think it's needed.
Yeah.
Um,
One quick thing. You speaking
Yeah.
about those color things, that he is pretty much just the P in Juniper now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's literally in that same position too, so I think he's gonna get put onto their team or something. Which I love that. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Makes him more part of the group.
It does.
Should
One
be
thing
more
that
Oscar.
I did see someone else point out is the parts with Oscar fighting with Ironwood. They point out that maybe it wasn't animated very well or something, but Oscar's smiling, so they're wondering if that's actually Ozpin, and that's our sign that Ozpin's going to come back.
That
This
or they're
volume.
training.
Or they're training, which I would like to see that too. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And if Ozpin comes back, because it's like you had the little snippet of that at the end where he didn't take over Oscar's body. He just kind of autopiloted, and he was like, do this to whatever to
Yeah.
land
To help
the...
out. Like, I think that's going to come up. That's got to come up soon. One last prediction I have is about the group, the Aesops. They probably are going to start off kind of being jerks, like all cocky and all that. But it does show them fighting together, so that's probably going to lead into some teamwork stuff. But there'll probably be some rivals as well.
I hope they're just rivals in that sense, and then become decent later. What was someone, I can't remember, it was someone in the RWBY production whole crew there that described Watts as if Sherlock Holmes like joined up with Moriarty.
Oh, I don't remember who said that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And like they're talking about it being one of their own. Obviously, that's pretty much Watts when they show a little whole hacking
Yeah,
scene.
because he was a doctor or something. He was a scientist.
He was some scientist for the Atlas, but I hope that it's not just they all secretly report crap to him and that's why he finds stuff out. I want there to be like Atlas needs to not be hacked with basically a Control-Alt-Delete of their like safety protocols like they were last time.
Especially for James, because I think that poor man might off himself if another thing happens.
He just or his whatever, if he's got a pacemaker on that side, will just fail from stress.
It's gonna blow. That poor man.
But yeah, do we have any predictions involving pardon my French, Shitley and Father of the Year?
I totally forgot about them.
Oh my god.
That little moment where it shows Ironwood on like the holographic poster and then it
His
goes
dad, the
to
dad behind it.
Weiss's dad. I think his dad I think Weiss's dad.
There's a plot twist.
I think Weiss's dad is actually pulling more strings than what Volume 4 made it seem like. Because it looked like James was calling the shots
Okay.
towards the end there. Because
Very
they
well
kind of
could
had
be.
like a bit of fight while she was escaping from her house.
Yeah.
That's like my only prediction that way, though.
Well, just sitting here thinking about this, I just remembered it's like back in like season 3 where they got hacked, like everything for Atlas got hacked
Yep.
by Torchwick, and obviously Torchwick was with Cinder was with Salem, so it had to be like Salem or someone in that group who's hacking everything. So thinking back to like you guys were saying with the Watts there.
Yeah, and so I had to have this pointed out to me. When you look on when Cinder is in her room with her scroll looking through information for people, after that Rook program comes up,
Mhm.
there's a
the
big
little
W in the corner.
I missed that.
And yeah,
Never
all
noticed it until
people
someone put it up on
say
Tumblr.
Watts. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Now we know
There's
who did
a
it.
small group who thinks it's Weiss's brother, though. And I
Whitley.
kind of find that funny.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Or it's. I also like that point blank. They did not show a white-haired woman just off in the distance. They went out of their way to show the Schnee household. Jock is there. Shitley is there. They didn't show Klein, and they did not show Mama Schnee.
Which is a crime. They should have shown Klein.
Yes, I was like, did Klein get canned after they found out he helped Weiss get out?
Oh god, I hope he didn't. I love him.
I do too. I'm just like, are they gonna? I don't want to find Klein on like a street corner homeless because he helped Weiss get him.
Don't say that. I'm gonna cry.
I just, ugh. Or he's living with Winter. One of the two. I don't. Either way. But yeah, one of them needs to get decked. It needs to happen. I don't care who it is. I would be really happy if it's Yang or Ironwood. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a licensed huntress. License that's just boom.
Sam getting ready to shoot.
KO him. It'd be great. Yeah, and she has to get stopped, and then it's just like, no. There's a great. It reminds me of a scene in. It's like episode 3 or 4 of season 3 of Supernatural with this character Belle that the brothers have to deal with quite a bit. And it's like she steals the Impala and drives it off, and Dean has a heart attack. And he's like, "Can I shoot her?" And Sam goes, "Not in public." So it's like, it's gonna be something like that. But man, predictions wise. Okay, there's one. How long do you guys think it's going to be before the evil mistress's flying monkeys make it to Atlas?
Well, if Summer and a friend of mine say that they want to wait as long as possible because they don't want Crow getting taken away because he's a scarecrow, right?
Yeah, that is true. Do you think they'll wait the 3 volumes of the Atlas arc to get them out of there?
Maybe.
I can see them leaning up to them being like a final bad, but I think they could possibly pop up or at least be seen around by the end of this volume, possibly.
It could be because or they're, oh man, this would be taken down if I put the trailer up right now, but there's a moment in the trailer where Weiss and Blake are in that tunnel with the insectozoid centipede looking Grim.
Yeah.
And it looks like a tunnel leading into a building that looks like the same architecture as Salem's castle.
Yeah.
I was like, is that I don't know what that means, but you can't tell me they didn't do that on accident, or they did that on accident because it looks just like the stained glass windows, the architecture, the stoneworking.
I have it up right now. I'm looking at it.
I was gonna say that's what I was doing. I was like, hold on.
It's like 23 seconds into the trailer if you wanted to show a picture.
But okay, hold on. I will look it up now. But oh crap, I have to get on the Rooster Teeth website because it's not on there. But yeah, do you guys think that there's like she has like an abandoned something or another somewhere?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she's been around for a long time. She's got to have something elsewhere, especially where Atlas is, where you got a good chunk of that city up in the sky.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at it right now, and one of the ops people is actually in there with them. I just noticed this. And,
Yeah.
you know, it could be underneath the city, because obviously the city slopes downwards. So that could be like the underground tunnels. God, I'm thinking of another show.
Man.
The mines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it could be in the mines.
Oh, I was just saying,
Could
if
be.
you also have an underground railroad, literally for slaves.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a good possibility if we're gonna do it that way. But oh come on, it's getting there. Come on,
Diamond
come on.
dust. Oh, there's a danger sign, so it has to be in the mines because
You're
there's a
thinking
danger
that's the
sign that says
mines?
diamond dust, and then it's like blurred out after that.
Diamond dust. Come on, get
Because then we
in it.
definitely know the mines are on the under part of the city, considering all the
Oh yeah,
fauna
and then
was
like
getting towed away.
now that I'm rewatching through this, also Jean's hair looks a lot better in open animation.
Yes, I agree.
And
Everyone's
they have
being mean to John. His hair was great.
Yeah. They also show that they had an upgrade to his shield where he had like the Brigitte from Overwatch energy thing coming off of it.
Yes, I noticed that too.
And then you've got the ice guys they're fighting that looks in front of a mine.
That looks like the golem
Hold
that they
on.
fought at the
I don't
beginning of
think this
season
goal.
4.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
I'll
it looks
see
like
if
we're
this
going
gets
to
this
be
video.
seeing
We'll
another
see.
gem like that.
I'll see if this gets this
Yeah, it
video.
looks exactly.
If not, I'll just add it in
So,
later.
About John's shield, I did see
It's
someone
in the
post something on
mines.
there.
Yeah, right here. This thing. Here's the mine.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it. There's a photo of it on the inside of the mine too, and you can clearly tell it's a mine.
Yeah, because like during the
There's
intro,
the freaking hammer I was talking about as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. It does look like her.
Yes. There's
I wonder if there's a connection there.
Oh.
There she is! There she is!
Oh, and there,
Right.
yep, there.
Okay, maybe there's just stuff on the walls. I was overdoing that. That's just dust crystalline. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like,
I was gonna say it's still obviously a mine with the little lanterns on the side there, though.
Yeah, they're just in a mine. Never mind. I was watching it and I was way too excited.
Aren't we all?
But
I've
yeah, that's got to be a dust mine. Yeah, you're right. But
Yes.
also, hold on, let me see if I can get it at it. That little guy right there, her weapon, that weird.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell from the opening. It looks like
what her opening, yeah.
That bird-looking thing. I'm not sure what that is.
I was gonna say, someone on Tumblr pointed out that she's got a bird symbol somewhere on her outfit.
Well,
and that
Robin.
Her weapon
true.
looks similar to it. So it
could be.
maybe it's like a wearable bow and arrow thing.
Ooh, yes.
That would be awesome. Like literally, her emblem is the weapon, and it just comes off of her outfit. I would like.
Isn't that Pyrrha's too? Pyrrha has something like that. I swear, that's how she pulls out her spear.
I know that she keeps it kind of like
that. Oh, Pyrrha. Well, no, that's like on her back, but I feel like during one of the, I think it was like season 2 when they were doing the training, the aura training with Gilda, like she had it, like she pulled it out from her like a little symbol on the ribbon on her waist. Or am I just crazy? Don't answer that, Summer.
I would have to rewatch that episode.
I'm honestly trying to think, because all I can think about Pyrrha is her weapon. You know, she throws it.
She has. I know that she has her emblem that looks exactly like her shield on her hip.
I'm looking it up.
Okay. Okay.
I was like, I'm not trying to argue. Like, I just can't recall. It's been a while since I've rewatched the show.
Oh man, I could sit there and watch that freaking new opening all day. Good lord, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah, that opening is great.
But here, hold on. If we're gonna look at one last thing before we head out of here, let's scan over this thing just a bit.
Crow new outfit.
Crow. I just
Crow
said
new
Crow's
outfit.
outfit.
Penny being the happiest thing on the planet.
Crow definitely went to Hot Topic, just saying. But yes,
John-
Penny just looks great as she's flying above everyone.
Jane looks like a giant. I'm noticing now, and John is only at his crotch level.
Like,
But
obviously, these
apparent-
aren't all meant to be to scale, but it is a little funny when you think about it that
I
way.
never looked at it this close before. Holy crap! He looks Gira look tiny.
I just like the way Ruby looks because the way her hair flew, like in the trailer, not in the trailer, the opening, it made it look so more realistic, and it does look so much more like in Crow's style.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Which just I guess is freaking some people out.
yeah, it's going to, but everybody looks so good in the actual animation once you off versus their stills.
Agreed.
I see the guy's got our Faunus feller over there has got so it looks like a rifle of some kind with his emblem.
Yeah, he's
on
got
it.
like some kind of rifle thing.
I
I'm
can't
looking at the picture.
I can't see what our Zenyatta looking feller that has the shaved head back there. And then you've got my possible new waifu for this volume up here. You can't see what her weapon is, but she's got that like what looks like a mechanical something for a haircut. Because the front of that looks like it's plated, unless it's just really stiff coloring. And then Mangan held guy up here that has Weiss's hammer. Or not Weiss's hammer, Nora's hammer. Oh, that's gonna confuse me until I get backstory on that. But yeah, everybody looks really good.
Oh no, she just pulls it out of nowhere. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
You got her answer.
It's all good. It's all good.
This is what you get to
About
know
that final
with me.
shot, the thing I want to point out is how far Oscar and Crow are in there. Kind of makes me wonder if they're not going to have too much in plot importance for this volume, at least.
It could be. Crow is considerably distantly away. I don't know if they did that because they couldn't fit everyone else in the shot without making them look tinier or what, but it was just, this is such a...
I love it.
This is an anime opening shot. Like,
this is definitely going to
hardcore.
be my Facebook timeline picture.
Yeah,
You mean it's
awesome.
not already?
Well, no, I don't want to spoil anything.
That is true. We've already had people on the page who were like, I had to change my profile picture, but I changed it after 24 hours so I wouldn't spoil anyone. I'm like, dude, Penny's in your picture. How changing it back is not going to spoil it for anybody?
Yeah.
But anyway, any final thoughts before we head out?
Crow better not die, and we're going to hear about it for weeks on end, right, Summer?
The rest of your life, you will.
Yes, I'm going to hear about it the rest of my life. Thanks.
Don't worry, because if he gets one voice actor change for a volume and then dies, he's going to hear about it from everybody. Because it'll be, what just let Vic stay for the last volume. What?
I do like the little name drop of the game being how they got
anime
quarterback. I was like, it's the game.
Yes, that is awesome. And it was just like, that makes so much sense. Again, they just waited for it to come back.
That was a cute little thing.
Yeah. Also, that it's not just stranded above Beacon. That was one detail I was wondering about. I'm like, are they ever going to recover that thing? But all right.
Yeah.
Then of course my new chip is Crow and Robin.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That one's going to be
it's definitely popular. Already picking up popularity because they both have bird names.
Oh yeah, it ain't going to take much. And then we'll probably find out if she has her own band of merry men. That will be amazing. Or whatever. They could go freaking miles with all that. But Raven, anything from you?
Mainly the Crow thing. They better not kill him, or I'm going to hear about it forever. Also, I just really want to know about the ops team. Like, I want to know if it's like they are working together, or if one of them might be a traitor, or what's going to happen. So you have a group like that pop up, someone's a traitor. I could just feel it.
Yeah, I think they're trying really hard to make it out to be Lucky Charms. And I'm not going to call him anything else. I don't care what we find out his name is. He literally, I was like, that is the assassin from Austin Powers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's just funny that the one that Crow looks up to is the one covered in little Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
Even
and
though
that
he's
was
a bad
going
luck charm.
that was going to be my last thought. I hope that they have some stupid hijinks where that guy's semblance is passive good luck, and they start canceling each other out at moments where something bad's about to happen, and then like one of them steps in the room and it stops itself from happening.
I want that. That would
Same.
be funny.
There's limitless possibilities with how awesome that could be. But that's all I've really got. Thank you guys for watching. I didn't know it was going to go on for this long, but it was all right. We ranted and rambled. In future tense for all this, I'm going to, with the days leading up to it, put a post on the page to have people put questions that they want answered. So then we can just tag it on at the end. So we won't need to try and ramble as much as we did to put on content. But yeah, that'll be put on the page. This will be going up. It'll be going up right away because for the cover for it, I'm not going to put any spoilerific pictures. It'll just be a picture of the main team, so you don't see anything bad. And if you want to watch it, you can watch it. It'll be literally your call if you want to get spoiled. This will be going up right away so that the people that have seen it can see it. So I won't make sure that it doesn't get spoiled unless you yourself do it for you. But and again, I'm going to try having these up on Sundays if we can do it Saturday. If not, it'll be up Monday. But other than that, thank you guys very much for watching. Myself and the three of them, respectively, before we get the individual locations, you can find on this page as admins. Me, you can find on the Facebook page that I have not made yet for the one cosplay that I'm about to do, Organoid Zero. And then everything pretty much attached to that, YouTube, all that. But if you're watching this after it's edited, you should already know where that is. All right, Summer, where can everybody find you?
You can mainly find me on Instagram under Ray Sketch It. I am also that on Facebook.
Nice.
Raven.
And you could same thing, Instagram and Facebook as Fiery Summers Cosplay.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys very much for joining me. This was fun. I look forward to doing this for the rest of the volume, and then volumes going on forward because it's pretty simple to do and it's a lot of fun. All right, everybody, thank you much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.